wanted to do something that was a little bit more than just like a monthly vlog, so I thought we would do like a moon in review. No matter what you believe, I still think like full moon is something relatable, and I like to slow down around it and do a little bit more self-reflection. This, our first moon in review, which is the Beaver Moon. And I like that I can have a chance to show you things that happen throughout the month, and they don't need 5 to 10 minutes of their own video, so I don't know. It's kind of like a little time capsule diary entry. I don't know, one thing different about this month was I got back into hiking, even though it's getting cold out, but I've really been needing to get out of this bus because like filming in here and working from here and not being outside working on the garden is starting to drive me nuts. Across the board, getting out into nature is so good for your health and so good for your brain and just your well-being in general that I've really been feeling the effects of it, and I just feel a lot more balanced. Going to the woods this morning to try to find some bones because I want to make like a natural history museum-esque, or keep doing it, adding to my gallery wall by the tables. Kind of hunting for stuff gives us an excuse to get out, and I just love seeing her find a whole spine and just run around with it because it's both cute and unsettling. I'm trying to make it a point lately, if I'm in a bad mood, to force myself out because I just always feel better afterwards, and the dog loves it. I think she thinks it's her job to go bone hunting. What'd you find? Ew, don't eat that. No. No, ew. Sansa, no. Okay, friends, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 pockets, so that's 9 opportunities for things I found in the forest. I found this little skull. It's only, I don't know, it's missing quite a bit, and I don't know, does this look like a skull? I think this is a pelvis. We got, I'm just really in love with moss, so I grabbed a little like moss stick and then just some dried flowers I thought were cool. Here's some red leaves. Oh, a quartz rock, another bone, and a spine. I originally wanted to hang this up on the wall kind of like this. I thought it looked kind of cool, but is anyone surprised outside of me that this stinks? Okay, so one of my favorite lino cut block prints fell behind the table, and it's just this tiny little mini one, but I miss it and I want it back on the wall. So this table originally was supposed to be movable, but it's kind of just floppy and awkward. Oh, it's so gross. I'm gonna change into something else. Ew. Success. This is what we will be hanging, and to be honest, I wasn't really into any of the bones I found, and I went into town and found this little raccoon skull. I had this bag of crystals laying around, and I don't know, I just had an idea of stuffing the eye sockets full of flowers and crystals and moss. Overall, I'm really pleased with where this is going. I'm definitely going to keep adding to it as I find things, but hey. It's a very bizarre month for us because we started the beginning of October at our land and then had to move here because of our covenants, and we've been waiting for a loan to come through, but we did touch base with the loan officer, and she said it's approved, it's gonna happen, it's just a matter of like appraisal. So for a few weeks I felt like I was just in housing purgatory where I can't go home, but do we like move on? I've been without a home since 2018, and I'm ready for something permanent and on a foundation, which I have yet to announce what we're doing. I think you guys are going to be into it. It's not a regular house, it's still off-grid, and it's still small. And then I got those bulbs from my aunt and I think my grandma. For my birthday, my aunt sent me some bulbs from her garden, which I believe were from my grandma's garden, who is no longer with us, and I was really close to her growing up. This lady didn't let me eat lunch at school. She would pick me up every day and take me home for lunch. I really love the idea of having a generational garden where you share plants with your family and your loved ones, especially since I'm not originally from this area, so it feels like I'm quite literally laying down roots, and it makes the property just feel a little bit more like home. Behold, this is the first vegetable I have ever grown from seed to finish, let alone on our little starter homestead. I planted this chaos garden with the intentions of letting these daikon radishes rot in the ground to give the soil a little bit more organic matter. And since they're kind of long and tubular, they are really good at breaking up the ground. But since it was the first one, I wanted to eat at least one of them, and I'll let the ground have the rest. So I just chopped them up and put them into Bubby's pickle juice, which is actual fermented juice. It's not salt and vinegar, and it is delicious. This is the best pickle for Bloody Marys, I promise you. They're expensive, but it's worth it. The time changed last week, I believe, and I actually really like it when it gets dark out by 5 because it kind of forces me to quit work, but I just kind of have this like natural flow with the longer nights. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. I've been getting really into painting lately, so I think I'm gonna explore that. And you know, I feel like I'm either completely sucked into digital art or kind of like more traditional. So this is the first time I'm kind of concentrating at both, but I think I do need a little bit of a break from digital content to something a little bit more done with my hands. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. I don't really have anything else to say.